The question is about equilibrium index. Equilibrium index is nothing but the sum of elements at lower indexes should be equal to the sum of elements at higher index. Suppose minus 7, 1 and 5 is minus 1, and minus 3 and minus 4 and 3 is minus 1. So the equilibrium index is 2, where the sum of lower indexes is equal to the sum of higher indexes. So output is 3, meaning just 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So equilibrium index is 3. For that we just take a value sum and left sum. For the sum we calculate the whole sum. We iterate through a for loop and calculate the whole sum, and we again take a for loop, and we would be adding we would be subtracting the values from the sum for the and we would for the right sum, and we check a condition that if left sum is equal to sum, then we just return the I, and we also do the left sum plus we just add the left sum to the array of I. I would explain how we are doing this. So the initial sum would be 0, because when you add this it would be minus 1 and this would be minus 1. So minus 1 and minus 1 is minus 2, plus 2 would be 0. The total sum is 0 here. And we come to this loop and we decrease the first element. So if we take our example, if it is minus 7, 0 minus of minus 7 is 7. So sum is equal to minus 7, and we compare the left sum with the sum. Our sum is 7 but the left sum is 0. So we are not coming to this condition, and next we would just add the array of 5 to the left sum. So when we add minus 7 plus 0, it's nothing but minus 7. Then we move on to the next iteration, where I is equal to 1, and we add then we subtract sum minus 1, which is the next element. So sum is equal to 6, and we have the left sum as minus 7. Left sum is compared with the sum, which is not equal, so we are not returning anything, and we move on, and the left sum is equal to minus 7 which we had earlier, plus 1, which is minus 6. So we again move on, and the I would be 2 now, and we come up with 5. So the sum was 6. 6 minus 5 is 1. And we compare 1 with the previous left sum, which is minus 6. Because it is not true, we will just move on. Left sum is equal to minus 6 plus 5, which is equal to minus 1. Then we move on to the third element. Sum earlier was 1, so sum minus the new element 1 minus 2 would be minus 1. Now again we compare the left sum with the sum. The earlier left sum was minus 1 is compared with minus 1, and then we return I. So we get the equilibrium index.